What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Want to give my post fights on Floyd Mayweather versus Andre the Beast Berto, and I want to give my post fight thoughts. The fight just happened. I watched it. The fight, in one word, if I had to describe it, weird. It was a weird fight, and hopefully I can explain where I'm coming from and why I feel that way. One, it being a Floyd Mayweather fight, it didn't feel like a Floyd Mayweather fight. Probably because some people weren't as interested. I heard there were tickets still that need to be sold as early as this week or last week or whatnot. The build up, like with the all access, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't have the same energy, right? I don't know. Maybe it's because he's leaving the sport. Maybe because it's the opponent and people weren't happy. I don't know. But the whole energy surrounding this fight felt weird. Floyd Mayweather did win a 12-round unanimous decision, rightful score. I mean, he pretty much won mostly all the rounds, reduced Berto to throwing a very low amount of punches. It's really the same song and dance with it. Floyd, this is it. As you guys know, on my post-fight videos, I give you the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, Floyd, he just proves that he's on another level in terms of his intelligence. He literally, I posted a tweet about this. I really feel he can do what he wants at any given time in that ring. You know what I mean? In terms of if he wants to walk himself back to the ropes, if he's in the ropes and it gets too hot, he can find a way to exit out of the ropes. Like, he doesn't let his opponent really dictate what happens to him next. You know what I'm saying? And that's a gift. That's not something everyone can do, because some people, you don't want to be in a firefight, and then a Ruslan Provatnikov or whatever will force that upon you. So I think you got to give a lot of credit to Floyd, because his defense was crazy. Like, it was like he was joking around, like he was having fun and didn't care. I don't know. Now, this is kind of the bad and the ugly, the things that were kind of weird. Bad for Berto, I expected a bit more. You know what I mean? The fight had action in certain spots, but I thought Berto came out extremely stiff. He didn't really look fluid. He didn't look loose. He looked really tight. It looked like he had never been. He's a two-time champion. You know what I mean? And it didn't look like he had been to this level before. Like, it looked like, I don't know, he might have been spooked. But he did work his way into the fight a little bit, try to earn some respect in spots. But I don't like how he started off. I thought he was really slow. And Berto, being a shorter fighter with very small arms, big buff, like compact frame or whatever, I thought he should have been doing a lot of things differently, feinting, jabbing. And like, the thing is, a lot of people, Floyd's very good at measuring distance, and when you're a shorter guy like Berto with short arms, or shorter arms than Floyd, people are jabbing, and when they do jab, one, it's not consistent like Pacquiao, Berto, and the other thing is they're jabbing from real far out with one jab. So it's like too much time for Floyd to react. So it was kind of a weird fight. It was the Floyd Mayweather show. Like I said, I really feel it's at the point where Floyd has the game down to a science, and unless you just crack him with one solitary shot that just debilitates him and he can't go on, it's really a wrap. Or the other option would be go for broke. Go like fight like De La Hoya. Like, De La Hoya didn't fight Floyd like a punk, like in the first half of the fight. He was coming with everything. He knew he was the bigger man. He felt he was a stronger man. And he had a ton of experience fighting guys like Julio Cesar Chavez and all the guys he's fought in his illustrious career, Fernando Vargas, Shane Mosley, etc. So De La Hoya, I think his game plan was good. He was jabbing. He was the bigger frame, probably taller guy and whatnot. Cotto, guys like Maidana. That's really what you have to do. You have to, one, hope Father Nature catches up to Floyd, and hope you can just catch him with one single shot and he just a wrap, he can't recover. Or you have to put the work in. And I think that's what Berto didn't really do for large chunks of this fight. He wasn't letting his hands go enough. He was almost like intimidated. If you give Floyd space and opportunity, and like, you have to make him think how you think, if that makes any sense to you guys. Like, he can't just be doing what he wants when he wants. And that's really what it was. It was the Floyd Mayweather show. He was doing what he wants. Now, the thing that was also kind of weird, this is part of the bad and the ugly, is I don't know, maybe Floyd was serious. Like, before, I thought it was like maybe a marketing ploy so he can come back, maybe go with HBO, maybe go with Showtime, get a fat check for a 50th fight. But he might have lost the passion after watching this particular fight. And the reason I say that is because his offense, like his defense was there, but his offense, I know he has the offense. I feel like he could have like pot shotted Berto to death based on how Berto was fighting. Like Berto wasn't doing anything, but it looked like his offense was just, I don't know, maybe it's a Roger Mayweather thing since he made the switch back to his father. I'm not sure, but it looked like his offense, he would kick it up and look good and let his hands go in spots. Like even in the 12th round, he hurt Berto. You know what I mean? But it was just like, it was weird. Like I said, maybe he doesn't have the hunger or the passion, or he's sick of the critics. So he's treating it like a business transaction. I'm going to take the least amount of the path of least resistance, unless somebody comes along like a Maidana and forces me to fight in the trenches a bit more, let my hands go more, things like that. And if a guy like Berto or Canelo, they're going to be gun shy, Guerrero, well, I would say Canelo or Berto probably better examples. Then he's just going to have his way with you, score like a 50 to 60% accuracy rating of his shots landed, and open up his offense when he wants. But that was kind of weird. I thought offensive, he could have done more. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some people get weirded out by Floyd fights, like because they're not looking at the sweet science aspect and they want more offense. But I think he could have opened up his offense more. And if this is truly your last hurrah, Berto, especially in certain spots, wasn't doing anything, and it'll at least get him another benefit for Floyd opening up his offense. I thought had he opened up his offense and gave Berto a little bit more to think about, then Berto might not have been coming as much. You know what I'm saying? It would have discouraged him more, and you know what I mean? It makes your job easier in the second half of the fight. But another thing with the bad and the ugly that was weird to me was Kenny Bayless, his refereeing style for this particular fight. There was some tension and bad blood. Both fighters were talking shit. I don't really remember the exact round, but he broke him up. He was like, no, stop. It looked like he was going to take a point or something. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, you don't really break up the action unless you have to. Like you're going to take a point, or somebody, their shoes untied, or the lace on their glove is coming off or something like that. So just weird actions like that. He was like, it seemed like he had a hard time like commanding the attention of the two when they were chattering and stuff like that. It was just kind of weird. Kind of a weird fight. Like I said, the energy, I don't know, the crowd was cool, but I don't know, the energy in the boxing community and things like that. But Floyd says it's a wrap. Post-fight, I don't know if I could believe that. He said it was a wrap after Ricky Hatton, after he stopped him, came back 21 months later. So we'll see what the future holds for Floyd Mayweather. Congratulations on his win. I think Andre Berto, he could still fight. Maybe he has to get some confidence back. There's other welterweights. I would entertain like a Josecito Lopez rematch, or like a couple fights to get him back in the mode. You know what I mean? A Guerrero rematch, something like that. Before, I don't want to see like Berto versus the top 3, 4, you know what I mean, Berto, Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, or Pacquiao, or anything like that. Berto got to get right, you know what I'm saying, get his confidence back, fight some of the lower level guys, build back up, and that's really what I think. So we'll see if it's a wrap for Floyd Mayweather, and we'll see what happens next for Andre Berto. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.